What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back on the boxing grind as usual. And we talking that Real Trail Boxing Talk. Don't forget to check the links in the description. We got a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter platform. Also, if you want to donate to the cause, you know, us traveling to see the fights, getting the logo and the shirts ready and the website, and us becoming more independent out here and making major moves, go ahead and do that. Excuse me. We back though, talking some Deontay Wilder and obviously Eddie Hearn came over here to announce his big quote unquote $1 billion DZAN streaming platform for boxing, and he got some big plans for that and using that to lure boxers in. We'll talk about that another time. And he was supposed to come over here today and sit down with Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman about the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder situation. Obviously, we know Al Heyman don't do public appearances. We know that Shelly Finkel will talk a little bit, but I haven't got word on if that meeting happened and how it went. But it's so much back and forth going down between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. And just in Anthony Joshua's camp, they trying to steer him not to take the fight. He said he wants to fight. They trying to get him to sign an extension. And they offer him a historic venue in Taffy Hall to face Alexander Povetkin, which is another animal in itself, and that's another video to talk about in Alexander Povetkin and Joshua, because Povetkin can take it to purse bid, and he has $1 billion backing in Russia, and he can win that purse bid and take that fight to Russia if he wanted to. So basically, what I'm saying, Povetkin pockets are deeper than Eddie Hearn's matchroom right now. So that's a little situation, which I'm gonna just go ahead and say, if that fight don't happen, which I don't believe the fight gonna happen next in Wilder and Joshua, let some miracle happen in Eddie Hearn's camp. Eddie and Anthony Joshua, little thing happen. They camp. Excuse me. I think it's time to start pushing for Deontay Wilder and Jarrell Miller, man. Next, I don't care if Brazil is the mandatory. They can pay that fool to slide away. Especially if I'm Deontay Wilder, I'm not fighting the guy that's suing me. You know, if you suing me, that's a breach of contract for me. I'm going to just tell the WBC I'm not fighting him until we get this lawsuit resolved. And I'm not about to have him make no money. And I got to pay him money. So I'm not doing that. You know, he don't deserve to fight anyway. He ain't nothing but a pussy, crybaby. You know, he said that his wife was mentally scarred seeing him get jumped at the door. And I believe it was Deontay Wilder's brother who put paws on him or whatever. But don't be talking shit when you come to somebody's hometown. You know, you mind your business, you shut up, and you got your family. I know you a man at the end of the day, but look at the circumstance your mouth put you in, with you going back and forth with Deontay Wilder's brother going in ringside when y'all wasn't even fighting each other. So that's my feelings on that. But, you know, Big Baby Miller been talking a lot of trash. And if, you know, he's in the same breath as Anthony Joshua, why can't he be in the same breath as Deontay Wilder? This is the best American heavyweight fight that can be made right now. You know, Miller been talking a lot of shit. I smashed Deontay Wilder, baby mama, or his girl, or fiance, whatever it is. You know, rubbing shoulders with 50 Cent, trying to clown Wilder. Got jealous because Wilder filled up the Barclays Center. He couldn't fill it up, even with the help of Danny Jacobs. He's jealous. He's jealous, and this is an easy fight that can be made. Because Jarrell Miller said he just works with Eddie Hearn. He ain't signed to Eddie Hearn. He's his own boss. So if you your own boss, bring that ass here, boy. And go sign and fight Deontay Wilder. Y'all done sparred, and I heard he done gave you a concussion in sparring and knocked you out. You came back, and shout out to the homie True School Sports BT. You did an interview with BT and saying that you was already outside running in the Alabama heat, and you was already dehydrated or something like that when Wilder fucked you up in the gym, and your cousin picked you up and make sure you got hydrated in the hospital. So if your story is true and you been doing all this yapping and Deontay fighting the old Luis Ortiz, he crap, he this. Put your Anthony Joshua dreams on ice for a minute, homie, because he gonna go ahead and fight either Wilder or Povetkin. And I think it's gonna be more Povetkin than Wilder at this point. Don't know what's going on in that camp. Since he been in the name, his name been synonymous with Anthony Joshua and Matchroom, why it can't be the same with Deontay Wilder right now? And we need to start making that push for Miller and Wilder to go down next, because he been yapping too much, man. He been talking way too much, saying he could do this and that, and it's time to put him to the litmus test. It's time to put him to the real trill test. It's time to put him in there with Deontay Wilder. He gonna outweigh Deontay Wilder by 80 pounds, so he got an advantage right there. You know, people say, oh, Big Baby athletic, you know, he a dancing panda bear, whatever. He quick, he this. And a lot of people believe that Big Baby is more skilled. We did the live show a couple weeks ago. Correa said he feel that Big Baby is more skilled than Deontay Wilder. You heard what Bob Arum say today. Oh, he just could punch. He ain't got no skill. But what's so funny about it, Bob Arum's heavyweight and Joseph Parker wasn't in no rush to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. Jarrell Miller, he talked good, but he ain't in no rush to send no contract to Deontay Wilder neither. So they talk about this guy's skill, and people say, okay, he might not look the cleanest, or he might not be the most flawless or perfect precision heavyweight out there, though. But at the end of the day, he the most feared heavyweight. Ain't nobody in the rush to fight this brother, man. Ain't nobody in the rush to fight this guy. And people say, oh, he's sloppy. He wasn't sloppy with Luis Ortiz. He was very patient and waited for the perfect time to strike. And when he struck, the boy was on the ground drooling, slobbing. And that was y'all most feared heavyweight after Mike Perez went down to Brian Jennings. All them Mike Perez fans transferred to Luis Ortiz King Kong fans beating their chest. People forget that, though. I don't forget shit like that. And it's probably going to be some dudes out here that's going to get behind Jarrell Miller and say he going to beat Deontay Wilder. And stand behind your homie. You know, don't switch up after the fight when Wilder been and knocked his jaw where it's goddamn good at. You know, I hate people that whiffle waffle. If you're going to ride with Miller, I respect that. Or if you're going to ride with Wilder, I respect that. Or you don't know who it is right now, you ride in the middle, I respect that too. But pick a side and stick with the side. Because if the Joshua fight can't happen, let's make the biggest American heavyweight fight right now at the Brooklyn Barclays Center, and Miller can get ice right in front of his fans. You know, or he can conquer Deontay Wilder right in front of his fans. And really beat his chest and demand an Anthony Joshua fight, and you will be in position to make way more money than you could imagine. Is Miller talented? Yeah, he got some talent. Anytime you carrying around 300 pounds, you can go 10, 12 rounds and still be punching. That's a talent. He's strong. He a good body puncher, but he don't turn over his punches. And he's short and stubby compared to Deontay Wilder. Wilder gonna keep him on the inside. If his jaw good enough to walk through some fire, through the wire, my Shaka Khan voice. And if his jaw really can stand up to Deontay Wilder, and he can walk in that wheel, it's gonna be a sight to see. That's gonna be a marvel. That's gonna be a great heavyweight fight that can go down. And that's a heavyweight fight that's gonna garner some attention, not only from the American fans but the UK fans, and especially if Anthony Joshua was able to handle business versus Alexander Povetkin. That's going to get people's antennas and their ears perked up and really want to see Joshua come over here and fight the winner of the fight. But at the end of the day, fuck that Brazil shit, man. Excuse my French, though. Forget all that. If Joshua ain't going to fight Wilder or Miller next, let's get this fight popping. Let's get behind these fighters and let's make a push. And I challenge everybody out there with a channel and a voice or a Facebook page. Shout out to Side to Side Boxing, Sidestep Boxing. Shout out to big homie Will. You know, shout out to the Cali Enigma. Shout out to Fanon International Boxing Talk. Shout out to 7A Sports. Shout out to Black Fight Fan. Ashley's Corner. Colosso Boxing Talk. I want to see all y'all videos on this. Because if it turns out that AJ don't do this, don't fight Wilder, and he don't fight Miller, let's get behind this fight with Wilder and Miller. Let's all do videos. Let's all start popping off. Let's all start reaching out social media and start getting this traction out here. Because this is the fight that need to happen in the summer. At the Barclays Center. You know, Miller been popping off too much. Oh, how the fuck this baby mama back then is doing that old young shit. Oh, I feel I can beat Joshua. If you feel like you can beat Joshua, then the public opinion is you could beat Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder is so inferior to the great UK Frank Bruno 1.5 and Anthony Joshua. Let's make the fight happen. Let's make America boxing great again. No Donald Trump. Let's get behind this fight, man. You know? And I know with some people out here that just hate Deontay Wilder so much, they going to convert to Big Baby Miller fans. You know, they going to start, you know, waking up in the middle of the night, you know, eating whole hot and readies eating everything in the kitchen, eating sherbet, eating Snicker bars, you know, guzzling milk and Oreo cookies, America's favorite cookie according to the package. They gonna embrace the whole Big Baby Miller thing. Anybody that fight Deontay Wilder and got that can walk and chew bubble gum and that can punch and breathe and whatever they doing and put some gloves on, you gonna have a nice fan following because that's the hate that Deontay Wilder get. And they favor, oh, he ain't fought nobody his whole career. Okay, he took his time. Who cares? He here now. It ain't about you know how you got to the top of the mountain. It's just long as you there. And he at the top of the mountain knocking on Anthony Joshua's door. And a lot of people don't want to fight Anthony Joshua. And a lot of UK fans don't want to fight Anthony Joshua because they know he gonna fuck him up, dog. Or they know the possibility of him knocking him out. And then again, they don't want Joshua to come to the USA and prove a proven fact again and be Ricky Hatton and be Amir Khan. You know, get knocked out. Be one of the many UK people, boxers that come over and get knocked out, not named Joe Calzaghe. That's what they fear. We gonna send that UK boy back in the pine box. Cause it ain't shit to it. Or we come over there and whoop y'all ass. Timothy Bradley over Junior Witter. Earl Spence over Kell Brook. Terrence Crawford whooping on Ricky Burns. It don't matter. Lennox Lewis came over here and got knocked out twice if I recall. But he's still great. But at the end of the day, he came over here and got blessed. Only one I can remember that's in history that didn't really get blessed was Joe Calzaghe. So if they homeboy don't want to come over here and get blessed and get his chin on ice, why not make Miller, Fat Baby Miller? Come on, all them channels out here, Blood Run Boxing, Sandy Warden, the bottom line, Sandy Warden. See, he put his full name in there. Let's make videos. Let's make a push for this Fat Baby Cheeseburger Miller to take on Deontay Wilder, because this is the fight that if we can't get AJ for either one of them, this is the fight that American boxing fans and casual fans can get behind. It'll be a lot of cachet. You can have 50 Cent and Floyd mediating it, and it's some good trash talking. It's a good backstory here. You know, Miller, and we can't allow him to continue to fight the past prime Johan Dunhaps and Fred Cassies and them on the world. It's time for him to step up. Step up and seize what's yours. Stop hating on Wilder and what he doing at the Barclays Center and show us what you can do in the Barclays Center that what Luis Ortiz couldn't do. So everybody out there with a channel, Truth and Facts About Boxing Bo, Black Horseman Promotions, Corey Lee Boxing Talk, the brother Trey X. I'm going to show you how to make a video, just to make a video for this occasion. You know, Boxing Facts Over Fiction. All y'all guys, I want to see y'all videos on this. Let's make a push for this fight to happen. If the Joshua fight can't happen, let's already have a security blanket. We don't want to see Dominic Brazil, you know, fight Wilder right now. And he's suing them. Let's make a push for this Fat Baby Miller and this Wilder fight. Y'all know what it is, TBC and more. We gone.